Go.
Okay, sir. Uh, First of all, welcome to all uh, attendees and to this invited speaker for behalf of Postgraduate Teaching Department of English. Gondwana University organized an online lecture series, No Series, and today is the 90th session. And the topic is role of social media in the English language app learning. Uh, our department will try to the invite to the research person from to the different areas or different universities and to gather in the titles of Noe series to share his or her views on the make the student aware about the importance of English language. Uh, and some counsel the aspirants to utilize and apply to the knowledge of English in other fields like competitive exam, and to mentor the graduates for career opportunities in English to groom the student confidence for communicating in English. Uh, First of all, I introduced the today's speaker, Mr. Laxmikant sir, working as an assistant professor in English at Shiv Prasad Sadanand Jaiswal College, Arjuni Murga, since from 2014. He is active in the field of teaching and learning English. He is working as an assistant coordinator of IQSC. Also have a YouTube channel, Let's Learn to Shine, on which various videos related to the latest technology are uploaded for students and teachers. The seven paper published in national and international journals by Sir. I hand over the session to my respected sir to Laxmikant for the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful introduction, and very good morning to all, especially to the welcome, and very good morning to all organizers as well as all the participants and the teacher fraternity from the different parts of our districts and the states. Uh, Thank you for giving me an opportunity as we are enjoying the series, that No A series, and I am honored to have or be being a part of this series in this 19th session. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank to Dr. Joshi sir for giving me an opportunity to present my thoughts on the role of social media in the English language learning. So just wait for a second. I will share my screen or the PPT so that we can enjoy the topic. And I hope that my dear student, in this presentation, in this session, you are going to enjoy, because this topic is somewhat related to your day-to-day life. And this topic, I would say, this is a very interesting topic that we must, or the present generation or the younger generation, we are the part of this and the part of and the parcel of this English language that we are using in this social media. Now, dear friends, we are surrounded by the various applications, various apps, social sites, web series, blogs, Twitters, Facebooks. So all these are very powerful in these days when we live, when we survive, when we try to come out from our closed box, from our home. And when you find that without these applications, sometimes when I miss my mobile, or when I we can say miss my mobile in my home or in my room, you will find that there is a FOMO kind of feeling in your mind. There is a, there's a fear of missing out something, that kind of you feel when you come out from your room, from your at your workplace also, right? So there are so many chats, and this web series or this kind of social atmosphere or the social sites, social online chatting platforms, that were started in the year 1985 in America. So from that period, from 1985 to till age in 2021st, in 21st century, now we are addicted. Now we are the very you can say very much victimized, I would say, because of all these applications and this social sites. So in this presentation, I have set some objectives to talk about or to deal with this application. Now see, the first objective is to understand the role of social media in day-to-day life, and the second that we can understand here, that the changing ways of communication in the present time, in the present era. We will try to understand the digitized English language that is very powerful, that is very interesting to use, to operate, to understand in these, in our regular routine. And we will try to understand the existing vocabularies that is very much appropriate, that we have taken from the social sites, that we have taken or that we have adopted from the various platforms that are available all around the globe. And as I already said, instead of existing vocabulary, we will try to explore, we will try to learn some new vocabulary that has been adapted in various dictionaries like Oxford Dictionary or Merriam-Webster Dictionary or the Collins Dictionary or American Dialect system or the social community, right? So all with these objectives, now let us try to understand what is social media. Dear student, this social media has two words. It's a combination of two words. And these two words are different. They have different meanings. For example, social where or that word refers to the platform where we can share or interact with the people, where we can also share the information through these social platforms. And when I add media as a word to the social media, it becomes an instrument of communication, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like Twitter, like for example, even on television also, even on radio, through our newspapers, there are so many ways to express your thoughts. And now, in a very short in a very systematic way, when I explain the definition of social media, you can call it the social media are web-based app communication tools that enable people to interact with each other by sharing and consuming information. So what is important here? There is a communication. It is not a one-way process. There is a two-way process where we can share, or we always send messages to the addressee, to the receiver, and he accept or he respond to your communication. Means there is a healthy or the fruitful communication happen through these social platforms. And what is sharing is there? We always share the information, and information may be different, may be available in the different formats also, where we can also save the times and our valuable energy also. Now, as you all are aware about the various platforms that are available on your desktop, on your internet, on your smartphones. So out of these, some of the platforms of the social media platforms that are very much popular. For example, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. If I try to calculate the number of users, you can see on the screen that 2.3 billion people are using Facebook, and 630 million people from the age group of 18 to 49, that age group is linked with LinkedIn. And on Twitter, that is that tweet is word from the bird's voice or originated from the bird's sound. On that platform, you can find 330 million people are using that Twitter or the Twitter as a platform or a handle to release their stress, to release or to express their ideas on this platform. And Instagram, that is the parent or that is the child of Facebook, or that is the what you can say, the product of Facebook. Now Facebook has overtake the Instagram and WhatsApp also. So even on Instagram, 1 billion people are using that platform. So as we are talking the social media and the English language learning, So new ways to introduce language is, for example, when I say I have 3,000 friends on FB. So FB is representing Facebook, IG, Instagram, LI, LinkedIn, YT or YTD, YouTube downloader, or YT means YouTube. So in these platforms or through these platforms, we are able to understand the varieties of, you can say, varieties of language we can also express. We always try to share our information through different ways of language. Now see, when we go to social platforms, new kind of technology or the new kind of culture is emerging from 2015. When I try to understand and try to find out or try to explore this word, binge watching culture, I got it. This was the word of the year in the dictionary of Collins in 2015. In 2015, the Collins dictionary has declared that this binge watch is a word of the year. And what is the meaning of this word? Binge watching means it was borrowed or it was generated, it was produced or it was postulated from or out of the curiosity ज्याला आपण एक उत्सुकता म्हणतो. So out of that curiosity, that word was come out, and we can add this word to the various social platforms, webisodes, web series, Twitter, Facebooks. So on these platforms, we are seeing or we are able to see the varieties of language that they are using on these platforms, right? So this term binge was even Collins English Dictionary and word of the year in 2015, and the meaning of that word is curiosity or the out of curiosity or that boat. Now this bird watching or the binge watching culture refers to the practice of viewing various episodes on a TV or of a TV shows in a single sitting. Means all the time, or we are able to see the varieties of episodes or the single episode many times, or as per our convenience on that platforms. And platforms are like Netflix, MX Player, Alt Balaji, Hotstar. So these are the varieties of platforms. And now when we go a technical field, there is one agency. The name of that agency is Data Sciences Division of the Dense Edges Network, that is known as DAN, India, has conducted a survey and found that most of the people or many people are using these platforms. These platforms, they are the part, or they are the, now they have accepted the binge watching culture, or they are enjoying the binge watching culture in their routine life. And now when you go again beyond that expectation, you will find that according to Macmillan Dictionary, this word binge watch means it is an activity of watching TV for an extended period of time. Means several episodes of a series we can see, we can enjoy through this platform. So why I'm explaining all these things? Because these social platforms, these various platforms or online streaming platforms that we use in our daily life, that help us to understand the language, that tells us, that teaches us the varieties of language or the change that happens in the 21st century. For example, if you go and see the Game of Thrones, that is a series, is very popular on Netflix and Hotstar also. So when you see that movie or on that web series, you will find that there are different words that may be new or innovative words you are going to learn for the first time in your life, that you are going to listen for the first time in this year, right? So now see, related to this concept binge watch, one of the famous clinical psychologist or the psychologist is saying something. She says dopamine. Dopamine is a is a chemical, or it is said that it is a messenger that plays a very important role to decide the things and to plan our ideas, to prepare our schedules. So it controls our body, right? It gives a command to our body. So it is kind of a drug, right? So this dopamine gives the body a natural internal reward of pleasure. Means sometimes we may feel happy, sometimes we may feel very pleasant or very excited. Why? Because that kind of series, that kind of language, that kind of scenes, that kind of incident or events help us to become very stay happy in our life, right? So this dopamine is a kind of signal to our brain that communicates to the body. And uh, we always say that, "Yeah, I am very feeling good." For example, I am watching a movie. That time I feel relaxed, I feel very comfortable, very convenient in my life. So that dopamine tells you now you are feeling good, you should keep doing these things in the coming future also. Likewise, this kind of psychological reason is working behind this social platforms, online streaming platforms, or OTT platform, you can say. Right now, come to the point, another point that is very important in this case also. Now, another new word that is very important for all of you. There is one man, there was one man who was a journalist by profession, and in 1997 he coined a term, that is Zonierism. What is the meaning of Zonierism? He refers that term to use of a true fact to lead a scientifically and mathematically ignorant people to false conclusion. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let me explain in a very simple way. Now, for example, we are very intellectual, intelligent, or very learned people, very educated class, we can say, or we can call it. But when we go to online platform, there are so many language. For example, the word OMG, right? OMG means there was one movie of Paresh Rawal and Akshay Kumar. OMG. It means oh my God. Okay, so there are so many messages, there are so many connotative ideas, or this deep meaning has conveyed through these concepts, and through these concepts he is referring this term Zonierism, right? So through these methods or through these ideas, the you can say the important message here we can learn that ki this method, Zonierism, is very powerful in the online streaming platforms or online streaming era, because it is a methodical manipulating or twisting of straightforward facts, right? For example, anything, म्हणजे असं म्हटलं जातं, for your understanding, it is says that our language is created by the news. It is said that our language is produced or manipulated or developed by what we speak. It is the result of that news that we have seen in our home, right? So there is a twist, there is a manipulation of the thoughts, and these manipulation of thoughts are very powerful in English language also, right? That may lead to the people, that may mislead to the people, that may confuse to the people, or that may harm the language, that may be abusive in their intention also, right? So this Zonierism and online streaming are, I think, from my point of view, is very important term in in this age. Now see, another there is a generation gap, right? For example, the kids from our family, they are very smart, very fast, very fast and furious in using mobiles, in using very social sites. म्हणजे तुमच्या घरची जी लोक आहेत, तुमच्या मुलं जे आहेत, ते खूप स्मार्टपणे मोबाईल कम्प्युटर हँडल करतात. आणि जे जुने लोक आहेत, फॉर एक्झाम्पल ऍट द एज ऑफ, म्हणजे जुन्या काळामध्ये तशी काही गोष्ट नव्हतीच. बट नाव सी, देर इज अ गॅप, there is a generation gap, you can say. And according to the study, according to the study conducted by Samsung, and that Samsung study was led by Professor John Sutherland at the University of London, right? And he found that, or he had a survey. He had done a survey and found that there is a seismic generational gap in this generation, in this world, in this era, you can say. How? Let me tell you. It is said that when he conducted a survey and he found that in that study, 86% of participants or the people said that they felt that, or they realized that the teens or the young people spoke an entirely different language on social media. Means the people from different world, the people from different age, or the people, those who are very young and very energetic in their life, they are very much addicted to the social media and the language too. So the language on the social media is very much different. What we speak, very formal or informal language, that language we are not using on the social media. They are using the shortcuts, and because of that kind of shortcuts, people says, or the parent of different area, different region, or the different countries or different families says that these young people, these teenage or the teenagers are using different language, or the completely ambiguous language that is very different, difficult to understand to the parents, to the listener again of this age, of this era, right? And now see, according to this study, it is said that uh, he claims, or the Professor Sutherland at the University of London, he claims, he was a linguistic, he was an expert in this field, and he says that, or he claims, he stated that the rise of emoji, right? When we feel bored, immediately we posted an emoji of very nervous emoji on the WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter, on different platforms to express our moods, right? So that can be the future of language again. That can be the future of English language in the future, in the coming days, and that could be the next phase of language and communication in the next century, or in the next coming days, you can say, right? So this is, this is what can say a different, you can say, surprising change. This is what can say the mutation period is going on in this period, when where we are going to transform, right? Like before COVID-19, we were the digital, means we were not that much digitally aware about all these things, or we were not very much fond of, we don't have fond of in social sites and social platforms and all these things. But after COVID-19, or the after COVID pandemic, you will find that the people from our age, now they are very much familiar with the social apps, with the social technology, social media platforms, also online OTT platforms, right? So this is a very different scenario is in front of us that we are witnessing, right? And he says, and for this change, for this important transformation of the age or generational gap, that is known as seismic generation gap, according to John Sutherland, right? Now we will see some important proto-Mantu word. Proto-Mantu word, the people, those who are studied English literary terms, they can understand what is Proto-Mantu term. Proto-Mantu term means is a word that has been taken from one sound and another is from meaning, or you can say one video. For example, vlog. Vlog is very famous word or new terminology that is added in our dictionary also. Vlog, पहले तो हम ब्लॉग सुनते थे कि जिसमें हम कुछ लिखते थे, लेकिन अभी एक नया ट्रेंड शुरू हो गया है सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म पे, जिसको हम व्लॉग कहते हैं, व्लॉग, VLOGE. You can find that it is a combination of two words. It is a blend of two words. It's a mixture of two words, that is video and blog, right? Likewise, there is a literature. We have seen literature, English literature, American literature, Indian literature, Australian literature, but in this era, we can find another word or another important term that is very popular in these days, that is Twitterature. Now, what is the meaning of literature? So, one word is Twitter and the another word is literature. So, this is a new way of writing with the new constraint, spellings and codes that we can understand through these platforms, through these topics, right? Now, my dear student, you can understand this is how language is changing. ज्याप्रमाणे एखादा साप कात टाकतोय, we are just changing our clothes, right? English is not that same language that we are understanding with the help of rules and regulations and conjunction and part of speeches. But in these days, people are just focusing on the meaning, right? They are just focusing on the emotion that they are expressing with the help of these words. And now these proto-mantive words are very popular in this era, in this world, in this in our circle also, right? So let us see some examples or in some varieties of chatting or the social chats that are available on various. This is a chat on this slides, or on this slides you can see a chat box. One of my friend who chatted me yesterday. One of my friend who sent some messages on my to ask me something. Now see what he asked. When he asked me to, you can say, let me just wait for, I'm going to highlight something. Here, this first word, dude, right? And this, he asked me, hey dude, what's up, right? Actually, he wanted to ask me, hi friend, what are you doing? What is going on, right? But instead of that words, he is using the word, hey dude, hey bro, yo, right? Likewise, various words you can hear in these. There is a bombarding of all these words in these days. So he asked me, and then I replied that nothing, I'm just watching TV. Then you can see, now see, this is again a very important word, great. To say great, the spelling of great is G-R-E-A-T. But instead of writing the full spelling of that word, he is writing just G-8, great, right? And then I replied, BYT, also BYW, what happened today? And this BYW means, it means that, by the way, what happened today? So instead of by the way, I am writing BYW, what happened today? Then the next reply is IDK. So what is this? IDK means I don't know, right? So you will be surprised, or you will be very confused to see all these changes that are happening on the social platforms, right? On these social, online platforms, you can say. So this IDK is sufficient to express his words, express his emotions, express the meaning, right? He wanted to say, I don't know. Then someone or the reply is came that please share. Instead of writing please, the complete meaning of this word please, he has written please, PLZ, short form of please share something about 2 days. Now see, TODAYS, instead of that spelling, I am also he has also written the figure, the digit 2, right? 2 days, DYS. And then he has written, he says, please share something about today's lecture. And what is this ASAP? ASAP means as soon as possible. see, this is how language is, changing its clothes, changing its, you can say face, you can say, or language is washing its face and coming up in the new form, that is applicable or that is very popular on in the young generation, in the young minds also, right? So then chill yaar. So chill is an slang. Chill, chill means relax yaar, don't worry. He wanted to say don't worry, or I wanted to say don't worry, just chill. Chill means it is a slang. It's very popular in English language. And thanks for jacket, yeah. So he replied me, you bet. Now what is the meaning of this you bet? You means you is simple you, and bet, the meaning of these two you bet means certainly. Nishchitat, certainly you are welcome. He wanted to convey that message. Instead of you are welcome, he has writing only you bet, right? So with this slides, I hope that you are just getting what I'm going to convey in this presentation, in this lecture also. Now see, another important change or another important words that are now the part of English dictionary, that is Merriam-Webster dictionary, and they are declared as the words of the year. Now see, this is very important for all of you to learn. What is blog? Just before few seconds I told you, blog is now coming up with the new terminology that is known as blog. But this blog was new for Merriam-Webster dictionary. Before that, there was not that kind of word was available in this dictionary. So in 2000, you can say 14. In 2014, this blog, the word that was used to present a record of activities or thoughts and beliefs through online journal, right? Miss, if you are visiting various blogs, you can find he can write his opinion, his ideas, his articles, his journals, his records, his opinions on these online platforms, right? By creating blogs. So this blog is added now in the Merriam dictionary, you can say Merriam-Webster dictionary. Likewise, this Woot is a social platform, and now it was the word of the year declared as that refers to expressing joy, or that word is expressing joy of a person. And this name or this word was the word of the year in 2007. Okay, likewise Google. Now Google is very popular in these days. I'm just googling is a verb, right? If you go and try to understand from the linguistic point of view, this Google is a verb, and this verb is using to search engine or to look up in an information about any person, about any place, about any area or any country. So now people are saying that I'm googling, right? People says that what are you doing, what's up bro? So he will reply that I am googling America, I am googling Taj Mahal, I am googling India. Likewise they can say it. And this Google was a word of the year in 2006, right? Now see another important word, that is Facebook. Facebook is now a verb or a word as a authentic word. It was a platform before created by Mark Zuckerberg to share our information. It was a social networking website, but now that word is added to Merriam-Webster dictionary in 2007. And likewise people says, what are you doing? I'm Facebooking. What are you doing? I am Facebooking. So ing has added, now it is a verb, right? I am Facebooking something. So likewise varieties of words or varieties of important terminologies that are very new and that are borrowed from all these social networking websites or social platforms or all these internet on this internet also. Now see something very magical, something very new also. When you try to understand the American Dialect Society, and I found that some words of the year declared by American Dialect Society. So in 1993, this information superhighway, right? So this word is a combination of three words, super and highway. Super highway was, super highway, it means it is like a national highway on that we are just enjoying our riding, our driving too. But here internet or on the web, on the website, we are trying to explore with the high speed data and high speed information. So that is known as information superhighway. Likewise, this in 1994 cyber crime, cyber security is very popular when we go for banking or any banking or any online transaction. So cyber security or the word cyber was added in the in American Dialect Society and declared as a word of the year in 1994. Likewise, in 1995, Weborf is a word that is web means online platform or the online repositories, online platform, you can say online media. And the word morph is another word that is related to the language or the linguistic. So they added two or they joined two words, and now another word is very popular in this word, webkoof, right? Webkoof. The word webkoof means, likewise in Hindi we say bewkoof, right? Bewkoof means मूर्ख, buffer, very full, right? Likewise, now जर एखाद्या व्यक्तीला इंटरनेट बद्दल जास्त इन्फॉर्म नसेल तर किंवा एखादा नया कुछ आता है तो अगर उसको पता नहीं है, अगर कोई भी नई बात पॉपुलर होती है, नया कोई ट्रेंड आता है अगर उसको पता नहीं है तो वो क्या है, बेवकूफ, राइट? सो दिस, एंड as we are very much familiar with the WhatsApp, so there are various messages are circulated during these days. So while reading and while understanding the message, we create our language, we create our ideas. So we are now student of WhatsApp university, likewise people says, right? And these words are now common in our daily routine. In 1998, as an email, right? So this word this 1998 word dash, right? It was just mail. British people when they came to England, so when they came to India, they have given some important gift to us like mail, jail, you can say rail, right? But now this, when we send SMS or very message, very document through our email, through online mode, this word is added to mail. Now it is known as email, right? So this word was the year in 1998. Likewise, e-commerce, e-trending, e-commerce, likewise various words are very common in these days. Likewise, tweet. So this tweet means the chirping of the birds, right? And this platform or this word, it is like a bird, chiv chiv karna, tiv tiv karna. That is the meaning, right? And through this word, or it is using as a word or verb to send our messages. For example, he tweeted. We say in simple past tense we can write he tweeted yesterday. म्हणजे त्याने एक मेसेज ट्विटवर किंवा त्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर शेअर केला. That is the simple meaning of that word. He tweeted, he texted on tweet, likewise. Now in 2010, another application or another word that is known as app, APP, WhatsApp app, various application or various app, mobile apps are available on the Google Play Store. So that word app now is very common in these days, and he says actually it is kind of application. Through this we are just you can say sharing, or we are trying to explore various ideas through phone operating system or the software programs, right? And now very popular is in 2012 hashtag. Recently, before 2-3 years or 5 years ago, there was one movement, hashtag Me Too movement. Me Too movement was again related to the new waves of feminism in these days, right? So the people, those who are suffered in the high profile people or the actress or people working in the various field, they feel that they have harassed, they have seduced by their authority, so they have started to revolt against that or to raise their voice. They started hashtag, like hashtag आपको पता है. So likewise, it is a symbol that is available in the QWERTY keyboard on your desktop, in your laptop also. So this hashtag symbol is very important in these days, right? Or when you use Twitter, this hashtag is now a word, or was word of the year in American Dialect societies in 2012, right? Now see some of the existing appropriating existing vocabulary. Before that, I will tell you what is the word tablet. Tablet means, you can say when you are feeling sick, you went to doctor, he has written some prescription, and you went to medical. So he has given some tablets. But now that tablet is not the tablets with the help of that you can feel better. This tablet can be a mobile phone, right? In big size, you can say that is a portable scene refers to, right? And now another word is scroll, right? Scroll is a kind of एक figure ऐसे होता है, एक picture ऐसा, एक satanic figure ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, एक राक्षसी पद्धतीचा व्यक्ती जो काय म्हणतो त्याला आपण, एक नोर्स फोकलोर, नोर्स नावाची मिथॉलॉजी आहे तुमच्या माहितीसाठी. This Norse mythology is very popular. When you search on internet, you will get the pictures. So he has a long hairs, tail, big head, all these things are there. So he says that this scroll is not that scroll that was referred in the Norse folklore, right? आता हा जो शब्द आहे, हा ट्रोल जो शब्द आहे ट्विटरवर किंवा वेगवेगळ्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर यूज केला जातो. कशासाठी? अशा लोकांसाठी की द पीपल दोज हू मेक सम ऑफेन्सिव्ह अँड प्रोवोकेटिव्ह कमेंट्स ऑनलाईन, राईट? म्हणजे बघा की फॉर एक्झाम्पल की अनु मलिकनी काय केलं की आयरिश देशाची, आयर्लंडची नॅशनल अँथम, सॉरी इस्रायलची नॅशनल अँथम चोरून एक गाणं बनवलं, मेरा मुल्क मेरा देश मेरा ये वतन शांती का उन्नती का प्यार का चमन. हे जे गाणं आहे, ह्या गाण्याची जी टोन आहे त्यांनी त्या इस्रायलच्या गाणं म्हणजे नॅशनल अँथम किंवा जे राष्ट्रगीत आहे त्याच्यापासून घेतलंय. तर अन्नू मलिक वॉज हेविली ट्रोल्ड, राईट? त्याच्यावर खूप सारे कमेंट्स केले गेले. इट मीन्स दॅट इज द मिनिंग. नाउ सी अनदर वर्ड इज व्हेरी पॉवरफुल अँड व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट, स्ट्रीम. स्ट्रीम मीन्स कि it is a natural scene where the water is flowing, or just you can say like a stream, very silent scene in the forest. But that kind of streaming is not acceptable in these days. It's a continuous flow, or the data, or the video flow of the video, or the transmission of the data online, right? That streaming is accepted in these days. आणि म्हणून आपण म्हणू शकतो की लेट अस डू द ऑनलाईन स्ट्रीमिंग, राईट? सो नाउ these words, these social media words are very common in these world or in our day-to-day life, right? Another word is catfish. Catfish or fishing. Fishing is another word. Phishing is very popular when anyone or someone who commit fraud to get financial information. In other words, we can call it hackers, or the hackers you can say. So that is also known as phishing, right? It is not FISHING, right? Another some important words that are very popular during this English language, that is blur. कि अगर कोई मैं फोटो लेता हूं, अगर पोर्ट्रेट मोड में है तो it will look like a blur, right? So blur means, now the meaning of that blur is very different in language. We can use that word as in relation to confused. For example, I am confused, so I can say that I'm a blurred, right? He's blurred, he's just blurred in his ideas. Means he is confused in his ideas, in his opinion also. Likewise, when we try to explore, when we try to enjoy the YouTube videos online, you will find that because of some internet fluctuation, because of the you can say failure of the connectivity, or the weak internet, there is a buffering. You can see the picture here. So this buffering is going on. Even in your smartphone also you can see this kind of symbols. So this buffering means just we are waiting, it is loading. But now that word is very common in English language that we are using for social media platforms, social media or the OTT platforms. And we can use this buffering as a word to express. For example, a person is struggling for words, he is just trying to recollect his thoughts, trying to collect some or to gather some ideas. So these buffering or this kind of struggling of words, struggling of thoughts, collecting of thoughts is also known as buffering today, right, in English language. Now see, some words are very powerful or very popular or added by the Oxford Dictionary after COVID-19 pandemic, right? For example, the word maskne, it's a combination of two words, and that word maskne is refers to the situation or the condition an acne outbreak caused by facial covering. म्हणजे मी जो मास्क लावतोय तो मास्क लावल्याच्या नंतर मी जो अनकम्फर्टेबल फील करतोय that is known as maskne. And these words now they have added in the Oxford Dictionary. Another word is zoom bombing. Another word is zoom bombing. It means Zoom is an online meeting platform or the cloud-based meeting platform where we conduct classes, where we conduct lectures or conferences or seminars or workshops. So एकावर एक जर कॉन्फरन्स होत असल्या तर इट इज लाइक अ झूम बॉम्बिंग, राइट? सो strangers include on video conferences, and now this word is common or very new for Oxford Dictionary and added is a newly added in Oxford Dictionary again. Then another word, quarantine, right? The word quarantine is very important in these days. A cocktail. It's a cocktail of consume isolation. When you want to, enjoy the silence, when you want to enjoy the tranquility or the, loneliness or the aloneness, then that time you can refer that self quarantine. So that quarantine is now quarantini, new word, right? So this from this word quarantine, this e is replaced, and instead of that e, they have added I. You can say so. This e is replaced. You can say, and they have added this I, right? So it becomes quarantini. Another important word is you can say COVID-it. COVID-it, COVID-19, idiot. COVID-19 or COVID-19 is a virus, and idiot is referring to a person who is idiot. Idiot म्हणजे मूर्ख. पण या ठिकाणी त्या दोन शब्दांना मिळून एक शब्द तयार झालाय कोविडिट. कोविडिट, राइट? सो हा शब्द कशासाठी? इट रेफर्स टू समवन हु इग्नोर्स द पब्लिक सेफ्टी recommendation. For example, government has issued various notification to save or to stay safe or to stay alert about the COVID pandemic or from the COVID-19 pandemic. But people intentionally or unintentionally neglect that kind of regulations or rules or all these issues or the discipline. So Oxford Dictionary invented this word COVID-it to call these people as a COVID-it. It means the people, those who ignore the public safety recommendation or the rules, right? Another word is doom scrolling. Doom scrolling means you can say which happens when you skim anxiety inducing pandemic related stories on your smartphones. म्हणजे व्हॉट्सअपच्या माध्यमातून तुमच्या जवळ खूप सारे अशा न्यूज येतात किंवा अशा काही गोष्टी तुमच्या जवळ येतात की ज्या तुम्हाला परेशान करतात. They will harass you. That kind of news will disturb you. So that kind of doom scrolling is a new word is introduced by Oxford University after COVID-19 in their dictionary, right? Now see, as I already said, slang, the word slang is very important in these days. Slang म्हणजे काय की slang is a non-standard vocabulary composed typically of coinage, arbitrarily changed words. म्हणजे कसं? I will show you here. There are so many internet slangs used for Facebook. For example, if you are enjoying your life, if you are celebrating your birthday, so you just write lol on Facebook. It means the listener or the viewers or the audience of viewers, they can understand you are celebrating the birthday. You can celebrate your happy moments of your life, right? Then you can also write brb. Instead of write I will be right back, so just write brb. BWT, by the way, as we have already seen, BTW. LMK, let me know. TTYL, talk to you later, right? So instead of writing these miss, as we are very much aware about the speed, 5G, 4G, right? So even language is running, language is marching, or language is, right? That you can say 5G speed is very important to understand language also. It is not in the field of technology, but that technology is also affecting the language. That technology is also helping us to understand automatically with the help of some shortcuts, right? Then G2G, in this word he has written G, then two digit G, got to go. Miss, I got your idea likewise. OOTD, outfit of the day, or DM, direct message. So these are the various words. Now see, some slangs or some important words or acronyms or abbreviation that are available on the internet or various social platforms, like meet, sorry, MT. So this MT is now modified tweet, राईट मॉडिफाईड ट्वीट. की ट्विटरवर जेव्हा आपण लिहितो आणि जस्ट एम्प्टी, तर ते तुम्हाला अंडरस्टँड करायला पाहिजे किंवा आपल्याला समजून घ्यायला पाहिजे की इट मीन्स मॉडिफाईड ट्वीट, इट इज एडिटेड, इट इज रिवाइज्ड, राईट? So the original text to make something fit to, we have some edited parts of that tweet or message, you can say. Then to be honest, so instead of to be honest we are writing TBH, right? So if you are being just honest about your opinion, to tack an TBH to the end of whatever it is you are saying. Other variation includes to be quite honest, असं सुद्धा आपण म्हणू शकतो. Then emo is another, in my opinion. Instead of my opinion or instead of in my opinion, you just write emo. In my humble opinion, you can see. So this is how language is changing its journey or its road, you can say, right? So language is flexible all the time. It is changing generation to generation, time to time, person to person also, right? When I speak English, I'm speaking Indian English language, right? Though it is not the language of India, but we are trying to mimic, we are trying to do the mimicry of Britishers or the British people. So that is why, because of all this development, because of all these changes, we are able to understand this emo also, right? Then instead of all these things, there are so many words. For example, you can see that are very famous on the tweet or the social media. For example, flick means looking good. FOMO means fear of missing out. B means a term of affection that is very powerful. Or LMK means let me know. This LM, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो LMK means let me know, right? किंवा जर मी लिहिलं just wait, जसं मी लिहिले या ठिकाणी RN, this RN is now right now, right? So this is how the language is changing. This is how the language is evolving, or you can say exploring its ability to express, to nourish their thoughts, nourish their words also, right? So in this presentation, I'm just trying to, or I have just tried to explain the emergence of the language on the internet or on the various platforms, on the social media networks. And without any doubt, this have been resulted in an exponential increase in new type of written, new type of written language like blogs, tweets, Facebooks, and various posts on WhatsApp too, right? So I hope, my dear student, or I hope, my dear friends, I tried my best to explain the topic that has been allotted by the organizer to me. And in this world, or in this arena, we can find that the social media is a rich background or the rich playground for experimenting, right? Just wait for a second. Uh, just wait. I'm going to stop the sharing so that I can see your faces or the organizers here. Just wait. Uh, share. Stop share first. Yes, I think Vaibhav sir, my screen is not visible right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just wait. Okay. So, social media is a platform where we can understand, when we can, explore the possibilities of language or the varieties of language, and we can create new words also, or we can use new words for various purposes, right? So, in short, I would say these social platforms have produced, or that availed us, a platform for the users, for the audience, to the people who are not consumed by the grammatical rules, right? For example, I'm very weak in language. If I'm very weak in speaking English, so I'm using, with the help of these various new slangs and various new innovative words, I'm going to express my words. So there is no need to understand the rules of grammar also here, right? So here, in the last, I would say, language is always have been evolving, and although developments and trends we witness in language over the time are very significant, and the foundation of the English language remains as strong, as infallible as it always has been, right? So this is from my side, Vaibhav sir. I hope, my dear friends, I you know tried my best to express my thoughts on the topic, the role of social media, and its role in learning English language. So thanks for giving me an opportunity, Vaibhav sir, and Dr. Vivek Joshi sir, head of the Department of PGTD of English, Gondwana University, Gondwana, Gadchirli, uh, for this honor. I am very much thankful to you, and I also thanks to the listener, to the audience, to the learners of this topic, and thanks for all of you for patience listening, for patience, for bearing me, I would say, right? So thank you once again. Thank you. Over to you, Vaibhav sir.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshmi sir, for the wonderful informative session with our students on the topic of role of social media in the English language and learning. Sir has explained the popular social media platform and its role in the development of English as a communication, as well as rise as a global language acceptance. He explained the place of English in the times of social media, and your session is beneficial to our students to understand the role of social media in the day-to-day life and uh, the changing way of communication. Sir also has shed a light on the digitized English language and understand the new vocabulary and appropriating exciting vocabulary. Uh, Thank you, Lakshmi sir. Now I hand over the session to Dr. Pramod sir for the next process.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next session is question answers. I have received only one question so far. That is from our PG student.
Okay, okay. Welcome,
Yes.
sir. You can read the question.
Yeah, sir, he's asking using such vocabulary, okay, like would you please WhatsApp me the text by evening, or would you please email me the consent document? So,
Okay.
what will you categorize it as? Whether it will be formal English or informal English?
It
He's
is
asking.
in, yes, yes. As we are using the slangs, I have already said, slangs are known as the informal English because no grammatical rules, syntax, or any other rules are important in this case. Meaning of the, the meaning is very important in this case. And when you convey a meaning positively with these words, so it is known as, or it is called as the informal language, I would say. Thank you. If any question or
Yeah, one type of one more. He's asking how to get this vocabulary.
yes, it is available. Just wait for a second. I'm going to share another screen for a second so that they can see the list of the vocabularies or the words that are available on the internet. For a second, just I'm going to share. Wait for a just. Vaibhav sir, can you see the screen?
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir.
visible now.
Now see, this is a chat or this is a document I have taken from the internet, or this is a document that I got on the internet. Now see, you can see some digital slang sheet you can say. One word I would show you that is very much I liked very when I read this. This yes, as you said, what's up, right? Now the another important another development in the language is should, right? SHU. Now you can see this SHU, the word, it means what's up. No need to write the what's up again, right? So this is how language is modifying in the coming days in the arena of social media and the social platform, you can say. So this is the message for all of us, ki how important it is to understand the language of digital platforms, how it is important to understand the language of Twitter and Facebook, right? So these are some words that talks about the development, and it means that should, right? Should. No need to pronounce the WhatsApp. You no need to give accented or stress on the word WHA, right? So instead of that, you can say just WhatsApp, right? Sup, right? It's the word sup is also known, express the word WhatsApp, right? So this is the list is available on the internet that you can search by your own, and you can get the varieties of words. You can understand the varieties of terminologies that are very new for all of you and for all of the world, right? To the young generation or to the young people like me and you also, right? So thank you, sir.
Yeah. There is no other question, sir.
I think one question I can see in the chat also. Someone is Bhupesh is asking, sir, I wanna ask that this is vocabulary will be necessary in future. Do this will affect our culture or it is the future of our culture? Yes, obviously it may affect the language also, because when I go to the class and when I ask the spelling of table, they are not able to write the correct spelling of a table. They are not able to write the spelling of a ceiling fan, right? It means instead of using the proper or the correct spelling, they are using the shortcuts, and shortcuts are always dangerous, right? Shortcuts are always dangerous. Shortcuts will lead to the doomsday of language, and definitely it is not the future of language, but with the passage of time, with the current time, we can accept as a, for time being we can accept as a part of our life also, right? Miss, we must know these are the changes happening around the globe, around our society, right? In the field of language and teaching and learning also, right? So is this sufficient?
Yeah, it's sufficient, sir.
Kapil sir, stop your sharing.
Okay, I have stopped the sharing. So,
Thank you, Lakshmi sir, for the wonderful session with post-graduate Department of English, and is an informative and knowledgeable session for our students. Now I hand over the session to Dr. Pramod Javade to present the topics.
Okay, thank you so much, Vaibhav sir. Am I audible fully?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir, yes, sir. You are clearly audible.
So, yeah, it was quite a nice session, in fact. So far, the students were aware of that language vocabulary is an endless process. Every day, new words are coming. But today, you made them aware that it's not only words, but technology too adds new vocabulary in English language. So definitely students have got new area of learning from you. And also how social standing also impacts one's vocabulary. That has also been reflected throughout your deliberation. So one's social standing, at what level one stands today, makes one's vocabulary okay level. That is also been experienced. That has also been experienced by some of our students, and that's why they would certainly bridge this gap between the high standard English and the mediocre or simple level English. So it will help them to match their language with the global standard by including such kind of terminologies and vocabulary in their language. Also, your sessions was very much having a kind of technical touch on that, because it sounded that if somebody is not in touch with the modern technologies and its platforms, certainly one is going to lag behind to the extent one would have never imagined. So this will be certainly a kind of lesson for even the faculty members as well. Okay? So it has some way or the other has made us conscious okay, in this direction. So if in future we require any more sessions from you, certainly we will contact you. And I personally, on behalf of my organizing committee and also especially from on behalf of Dr. Joshi, who because of certain issues with the tomorrow's vaccination drive which we are likely to engage in our campus, is busy there with and couldn't attend this online session. So I convey his uh, thanks to you, and I also convey and take this opportunity to convey wholehearted thanks to you from my committee members. And thank you so much. It was
Thank you,
wonderful.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jawahar sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mashran sir, and thank you, Joshi sir, for giving me an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I
All the
enjoyed really enjoyed. Thank you.
We are thankful to all the participants too who are joining endlessly there with till the last moment. Okay. So the number has been quite captivating today, since the topic itself was very interesting and related to everyone. Okay. So we hope to see you in future as well, sir. Now it's
Sure,
back.
sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah, back to
Thank you.
Vaibhav, sir.
Thank you, Pramod sir, and thank you, Kapil sir, for the wonderful session. We will meet with the another session with 20th session today. The time is 2 p.m. With another new topic. The next announcements share with you on your WhatsApp group.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Where
sir.
was the shall I leave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once again.
आता मीटिंग आहे परत.
त्याने म्हणतो ना की आता कुठे घेता बरोबर आहे का? बरोबर आहे. शासनाचं आदेश ठीक आहे त्याला दिवाळीनंतर घ्या.
जसे आले ना स्टुडंट त्यावेळेस घ्यायला पाहिजे.